everybody, and welcome to Disturbed. Now, I don't know very much about this game, and all I know is like a click-based type of game. It's a lot of reading as well. So if you don't like that, you can go ahead and just leave and watch another one of my other stories or videos. But other than that, if you like this type of stuff, stick around, get a drink. We're about to get on to another really creepy video. Here we go! Another dull day passes as you struggle to manage your failing farm. Your crops are beginning to wilt, and your crow is sick. Oh, your cow is sick. I don't know why I thought crow. For some time, the land has been very quiet. The air has grown thick and foul. Each passing day you feel more uncertain if things will ever return to how they were before. Perhaps it is up to you, ? You've made up your mind. You're going to do something about it. You stand in front of your humble home, pondering what you should do next. Go to the crops, go to the house, or go to the shed. You attempt to open the shed door, but the door won't budge. You remember locking it some time ago, but you can't remember what you did with the key. Go to the house. Entering the house, you feel a subtle uneasiness as if the growing blight outside has penetrated the walls of your safe haven. From what you see, however, everything is the same as you left it. Perhaps this may be a good time to just lay in bed and wish that your problems will just go away. You fight the notion, but the temptation is still there. Read in your journal. Open chest. Lay in bed. I'm going to open my chest. You opened the chest and found nothing more than a pile of papers. It seems you have less valuables than you anticipated. You close the chest. Read my journal. Dear Journal, another usual day on the farm. The crops are growing with good health. Bethan is also doing quite well, never disappointed with the milk she provides. If things continue to go well, I may be able to invest in more animals. A farmer can only be so social with a cow. Dear Journal, today have been an unfortunate day. Somebody broke into my shed and stole some things. I usually don't mind if someone steals a bite to eat from the garden, but to take my equipment? Well, I put a lock on the door and hide the key. Nobody will ever get into my stuff again. Dear Journal, I woke one night to find a foul smell I have never come across before. I took a step outside to see what I could find, but I found nothing after searching around the farm. Whatever it is, it must be bad. I should make a trip into the city to see what this is about. Okay. Open chest again, because I have that option for some reason. Oh, nope. Okay, let's just lay in my bed. You lay in your bed and fall asleep to the light sound of wind blowing outside against the grass. You begin to hear whispers and chants, and you can't make anything out of it. And an image appears before you, a stone, glowing as if it were alive. The chants get louder as your vision grows in more detail. You reach toward the stone with your hand. As your finger makes contact, a clash of thunder rattles around you. Your clothing and skin start to flake away like dust in the wind. Wow, this is probably the worst paragraph I've read so far. I'm sorry. The particles flow into the stone, sapping the life from your body. You feel pain you have never experienced before, and fear begins to flood over you. You suddenly see yourself laying in bed, never to wake up again. Your adventure ends here. I already died? Alright, I'm gonna go back in there. Yep. Alright. Instead of going to the house, I'm gonna go to my crops. A path divides the crops you have labored so hard to prosper these past months. A penetrating odor reminds you that your plants are decaying away, and time is running short. Follow the path, go to the pen, or go to the pen. A toxic fume burns your nose as you enter the pen. Your poor cow lays lifeless on the ground as you growing blight. That's a cow? God, I couldn't tell. As a growing blight slowly begins to consume her body. You feel sick to your stomach as you stand here, especially as you stare at the black mushrooms that dot the ground. Grab a mushroom. You kneel down and grab a mushroom. As you begin to rip it out of the ground, a cloud of spores spray from the mushroom. Your hands begin to burn and melt as you observe them. Slowly, your body shrivels up into the dark, moist consistency as the poison spreads. You die, eventually after crawling about on the ground. Your adventure ends here. Oh, okay. Okay, let's go back in. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, go to the crops. Alright. I'm gonna go back to the pen. Because there is more options. Inspect the water. You inspect the water, looking for anything abnormal. You notice that the water has a dark consistency to it. Dropping a stone into it, black particles from the bottom swirl like a thunderstorm. Your face shrivels in disgust. Why would you grab a mushroom there? Leave the pen. Alright, a path divides. Let's follow the path now. You continue down the trail for a while until you see a cave off in the distance. You pause, questioning if there could be something helpful in there. Go into the cave. There is a faint whistle from the wind passing between the rocks. The temperature significantly cools as you enter the cave. You notice that there is a different smell, but you welcome it, comparing it to the deathly blight found outside. Go further into the cave. Hi, bear! Before you take your next step, a large bear emerges from the darkness. You realize that you made a terrible mistake even thinking that something helpful can be in here. Fight the bear. You scan the ground and notice that there are numerous rocks you can grab to throw at the bear. You begin to do so as the bear approaches you. One after the other, you throw the rocks as hard as you can. The bear charges at you. The bear charges at you as you bend over to grab another rock, tackling you to the ground. The bear bites into your neck, your body quickly goes limp, and you die. Your adventure ends here. Alright. Let's go back. Yeah. Go to the crops. Follow the path. I'm gonna go back into the cave. Go further into the cave. And then run away. The moment you turn to run, the bear roars with a deep growl, shaking the loose stones about the cave. All you can think about is making it back to home in one piece. Okay, well, while you make it to the trail, then the bear catches up with you. Okay, you scream in pain as the bear rips you apart. Yep. Okay, so regardless, the bear just catches you and, like, fucks you up. Go to the crops. Follow the path. Continue down the path. You come to a stop as you stumble upon a broken wagon. Continue on. Inspect the wagon. You look about the mess and find bits of food and clothes scattered about the scene. You notice a key on the ground during your search. You pick up the key and continue on your way. After what felt like an hour or two, you reach a bridge. Nearby the path is a small shack, similar to the house you have on the farm. The man that lives here is a kind fellow. From what you recall, maybe he is home? Inspect the shack. You walk toward the structure and knock on the door. You scratch the back of your head, figuring that the person that lives here is currently occupied, if not elsewhere. You remember picking up a key from the wagon and you use it on the door. The door unlocks. You decide to help yourself in. Why would you just do that? Observing the empty room, you realize something terrible must have taken place here. The room is a wreck, just like the wagon. You are overcome with fear as you think of the man that used to dwell here. Inspect the book on the table, open the trapdoor. Let's inspect the book first. You pick up the book and start to flip through the pages. You discover that this is a journal. Reading a passage or two can't hurt. Today's trading went smoothly, thank goodness. What I am thrilled most about, however, is one of my buddies mentioned to me on the conclusion of our day. Apparently, there is a pond nearby that has some of the biggest fish in the region. With a good catch, I can make enough to move things forward. I was caught off guard when he mentioned that nobody has been able to catch any from there. I guess your typical fishing rod won't do the trick. But what can be done about it then? Something to be intrigued about, I suppose. These past couple weeks have been really rough for me. My trading business has gone under and I have lost nearly everything I own. This has pushed me to extremes, but that can't be helped now. I am leaving this place forever, never to return. The land is dying and there is nothing but darkness here. Anyone reading this should leave while they can. You can't find a name to give this man, but regardless of the name, you get the chills running down your spine. Open the trapdoor. You observe the trapdoor and notice a lock keeping it closed. With the key, you unlock the hatch and get it open. Without thinking, you travel downward. Oh my god! Walking down the steps leading below, the air attacks your body with a piercing cold. You notice immediately that there is a woman chained to the wall. She doesn't seem to notice you as you study her. You feel darkness surround you as you stay in this awful place. You tremble as you try to form words in your mouth. You there, let me out of here. The pressure of such a demand makes you freeze. You take a moment to think about the situation before you respond. What got you locked up to begin with? You'll never believe me even if I told the truth. Something brought you here. Please have mercy on me. Free the woman. You approach the woman and unlock the shackles that bind her. As her arms became free, she moans in pain. Oh, thank you so much. The woman struggles to regain her strength but starts to stand up on her own. As she gets up, she turns toward you. I will now do you a favor. What seemed to be the face of a helpless woman disappears as a horrible image. It manifests itself before you. You feel the chilling grip of bone hands locking onto your arms. Energy flees from your body and you fall to your knees. You feel the essence of your life slip away as everything goes black. It is unfortunate that your journey ends here. Sweet. Start game. There's so many different endings to this game. I'm gonna try and do them all if I can. Go to the crops. Ah, fuck. I was going too fast. Alright. Follow the path. Continue down the path. Continue on. Continue on. You cross the bridge and safely and continue down the trail. After all of that has happened, you feel that you should take a moment to rest. You find a spot under a tree and sit down. Getting comfortable, you tilt your head back against the tree and gaze into the sky. Take a nap. Your eyes close and your body relaxes. You fall asleep within seconds. As your mind wanders, you see a blurry image. Details emerge as you gaze. You wonder who this might be. A bad feeling then overcomes you, and you realize who this is. You try to wake yourself up. You wake up and jump to your feet, looking about yourself and your surroundings. All seems well. You can't help but feel fearful that something bad will happen to you if you stay here. Moving forward seems like the only logical option now. You reach a point where the trail splits into two paths. Which would you go? Go right. You reach the end of the pathway. In the distance, there is a tower looking over the area. A gate secures passage to the area with a wall around the property. Also of interest, there is a tree that has a hole carved into it. Inspect the tree. You approach the tree and notice the hole is big enough to fit your hand in it. You look and see something shiny in the hole as if it were metal. Feeling around with your hand, you find 3 knobs. One on the right, one set in the center, and one on the left. Press the knobs. Press the left knob. Press the right knob. And press the middle. The knobs lock in place. You wait for a moment, but nothing happens. It must be some sort of combination. Alright, press the knobs. Press the middle, left, right. Knobs lock in place. You wait. Okay, nothing happens. 1. Knobs lock in place. You wait for. Okay, so maybe middle, left, right. Okay, so I don't know. So leave the tree. There's gotta be something. Probably in the house. Go to the gate. You approach the gate cautiously. Enter. Standing before the tower, your heart begins to sink. There is no doubt the birthplace of the spreading plague. This is the fountain before you, with statues on your right and left. Enter the tower, inspect the fountain, inspect the statue on the left. Let's go to the right first. Before you stands an old angel statue that has been broken in many areas. With one hand, the angel is holding some sort of bowl, while the other hand is hovering over the bowl. You notice that there is only 2 remaining fingers on the angel's other hand. You feel you should keep your distance and just observe the statue. That one. You see an old statue of an angel that has been consumed by vines of thorn. The angel is holding a book in one hand, the other with one finger pointed up toward the sky. You feel it best to leave the statue alone. Inspect the fountain. There is a dark haze about the fountain. The water is black and the smell burns with every breath. You feel a slight pull toward the fountain as if it were calling for something. And then enter the tower. You approach the door. As you reach the doorknob, an invisible barrier stops you. It must be some sort of magic. Alright, so then just exit the gated area. Alright. And then go back to where the tree split. Now, go left. After continuing down the path for some time, you come to a stop. You notice that there is some sort of trail that leads through the grass up toward a nearby hill. If you had not stopped, you probably would have never noticed. Which way do you go? Continue down the follow the trail in the grass. Following the subtle trail in the grass, you stumble upon what looks like a grave. Inspect the grave. You approach the grave. You look at the sword with intrigue. Before you can touch the sword, a ghostly figure appears before you. You freeze before the apparition. The sword, may I have it? The blade is cursed. I am bound here by the pain of my past. If you desire the sword, free me from it. You slowly motion for the sword. Fool! Only something of a pure essence can free a man. A rare hope, like a flower found in the darkness. Grab the sword anyway. You reach for the sword. Before you can lay a finger on it, the spirit grabs your arm. Ah! A sharp pain flows over your body as your flesh melts off your bones. With fragments remain falls to the ground. Your adventure ends here. Alright. This is actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a couple of click points and then a couple endings. This has actually got a good story going on for it. Now continue on. Cross the bridge. I'm going to go back and pick at the grass. As you pick at the grass blades in your reach, the ground begins to shake. Before you can get up, roots from below sprout from the ground and wrap around your legs. You turn around to see a large angry face looking back at you. Your jaw drops in horror. No sound or scream escapes your tongue as the tightening grip of the roots squeeze with what air is left out from your body. Your adventure ends here. Oh my god, I did not think that was gonna happen. Apparently anything could just fucking kill you at this point. Follow the path. Continue down the path. Continue on. Continue on. Take a nap. Yep, I had that ending. Alright. Go left. Continue down the path. You walk for some time to find an endless field of grass. There is a stone well near the path. Okay, so inspect the well. You peer down the well. Other than the evident water at the bottom, there is a coin resting against the wall of the well. If possible, you feel you should go down and take the coin. Grab the coin. You lean over the edge of the wall. There is no possible way you can obtain the coin by reaching for it. With this in mind, you turn and climb down along the inner wall of the well. You take a few successful steps down, but your luck runs out. You misplace your foot and you fall. Tumbling about, your body clashes against the stone walls with a single knock on the head. You lose all consciousness of your accident. With a splash, you fall into the water. Your body sinks effortlessly and you drown without realizing it. Your adventure ends here. Ha! The achievement is called Oh Shiny. Go to the crops. Follow the path. Continue down the path. Continue on. Continue across the bridge. Take a nappy nap. Very intriguing. Go left. No, go back. Alright. No. Continue down the path. Continue on. Walking over hills of grass and grain, you reach the walls of Aramar. Several times a year, you come here to trade goods from the farm. You discover the plague that has spread to your farm has also spread all the way out there. The path before you is overrun with blight. Continue across. You have come a long way and you don't desire to turn back now. You march forward into the tainted soil. Before you can realize what happened, you sink completely under the soil. Darkness consumes you, and your lungs struggle for air. Your body burns in pain as you suffocate and die. Your adventure ends here. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time, but you remember there is a combination. Maybe if I go into the house, there's something in here. Maybe my journal. No. Okay, so go back outside. Go to the crops. Pass. Pass. On. Bridge. Nap. Right. And then inspect the tree. Press the knobs. Okay, so right, left, middle. You wait for a moment. Oh, I thought it was different. Okay, so middle, right, right. Alright, how do I figure that out? Go to the gate. Maybe there's something in the gate. Oh, it's probably to enter that stupid door. Press the knob. Right, middle, left. Left, middle, right, left, middle, 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 left, right. Okay, I can't figure out this knob thing. I don't know where they said exactly where it could possibly be, but it looks like I pretty much got all the other endings. So if someone can tell me what that code is, I'll go back and I'll do that ending if you really want me to. But other than that, that's about it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you can. I work so hard on these videos, and I would really appreciate your support for each and every video. If you have a comment for me, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below, and I'll make sure to read it. I read all of your lovely comments. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys come back and visit one of my next videos. Stay prehistoric, my buddies. Bye-bye.